Hey kids, hey kids, hey kids, hey kids, you all know what time it is. It's time for Karch
and Wendy
and Bluster
and Bliss
to tell you what today's adventure is.
Hey kids,
Hey kids,
hey kids,
hey kids, you all know what time it is. Echo Canyon, a Gallery of Seasons story. Spring World Story 4 by Brian J. Klink.
Hi, Wendy here, along with Tang. Today we have a story that takes place here in our home in Spring World that we think you will enjoy. But we have to get ready for a Ring of Unity Council meeting, so I've asked Feisty to step in and narrate today. We'll explain the Ring of Unity later on in the Gallery of Seasons stories, but it's not important today. So without further ado, here's Feisty.
Thanks, Wendy. I'm excited to tell you today's story. It's the first time I've ever narrated a Spring World adventure. Do you like to try new things? I sure do. Well, here we go. It started on a beautiful spring morning here in Spring World, after one of our many rain showers. You see, Spring World is one of the 4 worlds found in the Gallery of Seasons. If you look closely at the Spring World painting, you can see not only me, but my friends. You may remember my friend Chip. As the smallest Spring World resident, Chip tends to be more sensitive and often gets worried and afraid. I'm not afraid of much, so we are a good match for going on adventures. And this morning, we were planning to visit a remote but beautiful place here in Spring World, Echo Canyon. Now Chip was in a hurry to get started, but I knew we needed to plan for our day. Chip was even thinking about skipping breakfast, which is something we hardly ever do. I can't wait to hear my voice, Echo, said Chip. I just can't wait. But after he finally calmed down, we had a hearty breakfast of strawberry crisp and strawberry juice, our favorites. Before we get too far along, let me explain a bit about Echo Canyon. Echo Canyon is in the Ridge Mountains on the other side of Natural Springs. So, you first have to cross the rickety bridge and walk through the spring fields. But that's only about half of the trip. The second half of the trip starts by hiking through Pine Tree Pass. Then, you have to work your way into the Ridge Mountain foothills until you finally reach Echo Canyon. It really is quite a fine Spring World trip. So, with full tummies from our breakfast and excited hearts, we started out. Now, while Chip is afraid of many things, he has no fear crossing Rickety Bridge. Not even where there are missing boards. I was proud of Chip. Next, we had to cross the spring fields. As we got closer, I could sense that Chip was becoming a bit more anxious. Why? Well, once you cross Natural Springs, you are in the area where Skull has been known to spook visitors, like in Spring World Story 1. And Viper might also appear. Little did we know, both Skull and Viper had spotted us and were tracking our progress. We were having such a nice day hiking through the spring fields after the refreshing morning rain. As you will see, things quickly got much more exciting. As you may recall, crossing the spring fields was about halfway to Echo Canyon. So, Chip suggested we pause for a quick rest. We relaxed and chatted in the lush spring fields. But, as we were just getting settled on our plans to walk through the foothills, Viper attacked, with bright green eyes looking to temporarily hypnotize anyone who looked into them. Well, with Chip facing the other direction, he was safe from meeting Viper's gaze. However, I was facing Viper's way and immediately made eye contact. I was momentarily powerless. But then something unexpected happened. Chip quickly saw that something was wrong and realized what was happening to his friend. Immediate action was needed, or they would both soon be in peril. So, without considering the danger, Chip jumped to cover Feisty's eyes from Viper's hypnotic gaze. Nobody had ever used their body as a shield from Viper. Viper was stunned. His attack had unfolded perfectly. He had made direct eye contact with me and would have had me hypnotized and under his control in just a few more moments. But brave Chip had blocked his hypnotic gaze. Viper glumly retreated back into the pines. Skull watched everything from afar. I slowly regained my composure from Viper's attack and looked down at Chip with newfound respect. He had saved us. Chip was shaking, but smiling back after his brave act. Our friendship and admiration had never been stronger. Now, with Viper gone, we knew we would have to hurry to make it all the way to Echo Canyon. So, we picked up our pace and approached Echo Canyon without any further issues. Our excitement grew as we neared the entrance to this famous Spring World spot. It was magnificent. Once inside Echo Canyon, we looked around for a moment. The canyon surrounded us with only one way in or out. This rock configuration must be why sounds and voices echo. We excitedly debated who would shout something first. But before we decided, Skull appeared overhead. Skull's spirit was huge and growing closer by the minute, and he was blocking the only way out of Echo Canyon. We were trapped. But Chip had another idea. He started yelling, "Scat, Skull, scat! Scat, Skull, scat!" as loud as he could. Well, I joined in and something amazing happened. Our voices echoed and echoed 10 times louder than our original voices. Well, Skull had never heard anything like it. He had been ready to spook us when Chip started yelling. Skull reversed his course and quickly fled back into Ridge Mountains. He couldn't get away fast enough. Chip and I laughed as Skull sped away. So that's the Echo Canyon story. Now you know how to get there by crossing the rickety bridge and walking through the spring fields. You also learned how Chip's bravery saved us from Viper, using its body to shield my eyes. Also, Chip saved us from Skull. The idea to yell "Scat, Skull, scat" in Echo Canyon was pure genius. All of us here in Spring World hope you enjoyed our time together, and you will look for more adventures from the Gallery of Seasons.